Talks to stop the war in Iran underway in Pakistan. Delegations are looking to end more than a month of fighting amid a 2-week ceasefire. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's office announcing that negotiations have started after meeting with US Vice President JD-Vance. Mr Vance is leading the team, which includes Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner. Iranian media also reporting that the delegation from Tehran has met with the Pakistani leader. Heading the team is Parliament Speaker Mohammad Ghalibaf alongside Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Now, this would be the first such meeting since the war in Iran began, but heavy mistrust is casting a shadow over the talks. Iran setting out preconditions ahead of discussions, while US Vice President JD-Vance also warning Tehran not to, quote, play with America. Hira Mustafa is watching developments for CNA live from Islamabad. Hira, thank you for joining us. Now, what do we know about the peace talks so far?
Well, what we are hearing is that Pakistan is making efforts to convince Iran and US and is, trying to convince the warring parties to have direct negotiations. There have been separate meetings between the Pakistani leadership with the Iranian delegation, and simultaneously they had a separate meeting with the Vice President JD-Vance. So situation here on ground is very tense. Officials in the capital are tight-lipped. They are not sharing much details, saying that this is a very sensitive matter, and a lot of countries are involved in this whole process. Pakistan is not the only mediator. Pakistan is also having backing from the Saudis, and of course Turkey and Egypt are also playing a key part in bringing the warring parties to the negotiating table. What we are hearing from the sources is that both parties are standing firm on their own set of conditions. Iran does not want to give up its nuclear weapon, and they are also urging the Americans to lift the sanctions, and of course they are urging the Americans to extend the ceasefire to Lebanon. Simultaneously, we are hearing from the American side that they want Iran to give up their nuclear weapon, and they do not want Iranians to continue with the stockpiling of the uranium enrichment. So these are the sticking points, and this is a very tricky situation for Islamabad. Islamabad is trying to navigate the whole situation very carefully, as Pakistan knows that the world is watching, and Islamabad wants to be a peacemaker in this whole scenario.
Hira, how crucial is Pakistan's role in these talks?
Pakistan's role is very critical at the moment, because both the parties, Iran and Americans, they trust Pakistan, and Pakistan is trying to bridge the gap between the warring parties. Islamabad is working hard to help bridge some sort of confidence-building measures, as there is a huge trust deficit. So stakes are extremely high for the entire world. Many in the capital view this, if these talks fell apart, this could be a catastrophe, a major catastrophe. That's what the many analysts here in the capital are telling us. It's also important to note that the Saudi finance minister arrived in Islamabad last evening, and we're hearing he has just left the country. So these all talks were happening at a time when the Saudis were present in the country. It's important to know that Pakistan shares a defense pact with Saudi Arabia. So if these talks fell apart, the Saudis could invoke the military pact that Islamabad has with them, and then Pakistan could become a party to this conflict. So the stakes are very high for Islamabad, and Pakistan's role is very important.
Well, many thanks for that update, Hira Mustafa there, covering developments for CNA live from Islamabad.